And so what can you repurpose? Pretty much everything, anything you can think of. So I recommend starting with evergreen content. And this is also sometimes called core content or pillar content if you Google it. And it's essentially the information on, usually on your website, that answers answers the questions that are asked the most often. Okay, so this could be your FAQ page. If you, for example, are a fertility specialist, you probably have at least one page on your website, if not more, where you talk about, how acupuncture helps for fertility in detail, right? And so whenever people visit your website, if they're interested in fertility, they are going to go to that web page and they'll have all their questions answered. Okay, so that's evergreen content. People visit it over and over again. It's essential to helping them understand if you're a good fit for them, if they're a good fit for you. Okay. So let's say that you have that page on your website that is all about acupuncture for fertility. It's probably quite lengthy. And you could break that up into 3 or 4 chunks and send that as a series of emails. Okay. So if you took that and you broke it into 4 emails, that's email content for 2 months taken care of. Okay. And you want to think about these emails as kind of bite size, right? Like a couple of paragraphs is fine. I know that most of my marketing clients really enjoy writing long form content. We're talking like 4,000 words, very thorough, right? Beautiful information about acupuncture and scientific research, very detailed. And we just want to remember the perspective of our patients and emphasizing what is going to motivate them the most. Okay. And taking from that content what's really going to resonate with them. Okay. So you don't necessarily have to include it all, but you can if you feel like, if you're thinking about it from your potential patient's perspective and you're like, yes, this is really helpful for them in deciding whether or not to work with me, then go for it. Okay. If you've written blog posts, that makes wonderful repurposed content for your email newsletter. Again, if you have long form blog posts that are 3 or 4,000 words, definitely break those up into 3 or 4 email newsletters. And I encourage you to go all the way back in your blog post archives so that you can use everything you've already written. If you wrote something 4 years ago, just because you wrote it a while ago doesn't mean it's not still relevant and correct or educational. Okay. So don't skip the blog posts that you wrote a long time ago. Definitely visit them and decide if that is still information that would be helpful to your patients. I feel pretty confident that it probably will be. Okay. And then definitely visit your FAQ page on your website. I feel like most people have at least kind of like 6 to 10 frequently asked questions on this page. And each one of those question and answers can be an email. Okay. And then, of course, visit your Instagram and Facebook posts. Look for the ones that seem to get good engagement or encouraged people to make an appointment or maybe DM you with questions. And the captions for those can also make excellent emails. So, hopefully, just from this content alone, you'll probably have at least a year's worth of emails. That's 24 emails, if not more.